But yeah, patience in the market. You want to figure out when you can get into A plus trades and things of that nature. You don't want to trade every single day. It's not necessary. Like I said, I had several days where I didn't get in. Another thing that I learned is don't bargain with yourself. Don't bargain with that inner negative self of yours. It's like, oh, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I'll study the charts tomorrow. I'll go over, my lesson plans tomorrow. Especially if you're one of the people inside of my trading group, we paid a decent price to be able to get this experience and to get this knowledge, and you want to use that knowledge to your benefit. My goal is to improve 1% every single day. And I know that may sound corny to a lot of people, but you can't make wholesale changes on something that you really just don't know a lot about. I didn't know a great deal about the stock market before I got into it. I lost plenty of money and missed out on plenty of opportunities on my way to learning and growing in the stock market. So I want to improve 1% every day, because I look at it like this. At the end of 100 days, you will have improved 100%. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be a 100% better trader, but you will be 100% better than you were when you started. And then at the end of a year, you'll be 37% in total better. I know that math doesn't seemingly make sense, but on a yearly basis, the gap up, you're thinking of, like, let's say there's 4 quarters in a year, or three 100s in a year, right? So 300%. Equalizing to about 37% of an increase in your actual personal abilities as that year went on. Most of us won't be prodigies. I pick up a lot of this stuff very fast, but I don't call myself a prodigy at all. As soon as I think I know a lot, I get knocked the hell back down. And you're going to get those lessons and realize that you're going to take those bumps and scrapes on the knees. You're going to have to get back up off the floor, dust yourself off, and get back to work in here. Slowly adjust your daily habits. No, trading is not always going to be fun and exciting, but at the same time, you're going to get genuinely better every single day as time goes on. But you want to eliminate as many trading errors as you can. Figure out a system that works best for you, and then track your progress in a journal. I sit here and I track my progress all the time. And you want to do, like, every single day that you get out. This is one of the most important things, man. When you write down your goals and your dreams and work towards your dreams, and then they become a reality, because you can sit back, go back, review them, and then work a little bit towards a change every single day. So, I got 10-10. We have 3 trades playing on an extremely volatile market. We trade between 9:35 and 12 p.m. Review your trading rules before every single trade. Review your trading rules before every single trade. If you have trading rules, review them before every single trade to remind yourself of what you're doing here. You're looking for 100% moves. You're not trying to make, and obviously it's close to 100% as possible in the moves you select. You're looking for Friday the 10/13. I had a quick trade for $15. Got in, got out, and ran up some more. Don't care, doesn't matter. I was already over my total. Like I said, we're at 640.57, so that $15 is just adding more money to the overall goal. We still have 3 days in the month, but we're gonna go ahead and start a brand new challenge on Monday. And like I said, Meta has been my favorite thing to trade. So then I got it set up in here so that 10/16, I'm ready. Put my pen in here, take that to the warehouse with me when I get ready to do my morning trades. Now, then after that, you want to be grateful, but you never want to become complacent. You want to always move that goalpost. And by moving the goalpost and adjusting your goals, instead of reaching a goal and being happy that you reached that goal, be excited that you reached the goal, but keep pushing harder and further and further. Excuse me. Pleasure is temporary. Purpose is forever. So you want to choose your purpose over just regular human pleasures. If you're chasing happiness, you're never going to catch up to it. I said, in reality, what you want to find is fulfillment. This is a lifelong journey that we're on. You want to keep moving that goalpost and driving for fulfillment and not selling for temporary happiness, such as a watch. Let's say I can go out, I can buy a watch, a purse, a motorcycle, a car, or a house, or whatever the case is. And I said, that's all very temporary. I think back to when I got my motorcycle about 7 years ago and it got stolen. In February, I only had it for like 3 or 4 months or whatever before it got stolen. I was so excited to get that. It was the first motorcycle that I purchased with my own money. It was $6,000. It was a Suzuki GSXR, a Gixxer 600, and I rode that thing all over town, man. I love that thing. It had a custom black paint job and everything, a gel seat. It was the bee's knees. But one night, I guess people have been watching me or whatever. This is some side tangent. I'm about to wash it the next morning, so I decided not to put it back in storage and instead bring it to my condo. Put it outside the condo. It was airplane wire to my actual car, and someone managed to come out there and cut through the wire and steal the motorcycle. So someone had been watching my whereabouts, because my condo was all the way at the back, and like they had stolen a few motorcycles that month. Once I found out, of course, once I filed a police report, that it had been like a rash of thefts. So and then my emotions were tied to that. When you tie your emotions to a thing of monetary value, when you lose that thing, if that watch breaks, if that purse gets dirty, those shoes get scuffed, that car gets into an accident, or that house burns down, now your emotional state is so tied to these physical objects that it affects your day-to-day process. If you're searching for fulfillment instead of happiness, when you're fulfilled, it's within you, it's permanent, it's something that's lifelong, it's a skill set, it's a thought process, and not to dwell on that too much. Work hard until you can afford time itself. I think that's the goal, is buying back time, and then work even harder so that you can afford more time. The process is more important than the profit. Yes, I hit my goal. Yes, I could have pushed harder to exceed my goal, or double my account, or had larger lots and over leveraged myself. But the process is what I'm working on here. I want to learn a process that gains me money on such a continuous and regular basis that no matter when I get in the market, where I'm at in the world, I can do this and have success. I don't want to have to overthink it. I want to process so I don't have to overthink it, and I can just do. It's going to become like muscle memory. I'm going to see a pattern forming and be like, oh, this might be a good time to get in. I'm going to look at TradingView, pop up my chart, get my little notification, and just execute. And that's where I'm trying to get to. You want to look at being disciplined and consistent, and then follow a trading plan. Don't just trade willy-nilly for the sake of trading. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. If you don't have a trading plan when you're going into this market, you're more than likely just giving money to the market. If you've lost a lot of trades and you're like, oh, why am I losing trades? At a certain point, you're going to have to take responsibility. Something will cross the road that we'll cross when we get there. Like I said, so QQQ is where I started, right? Doing QQQ, and QQQ was kind of range bound in like a couple of dollars, and that's cool or whatever. You make a decent amount of money, but I was making so much more off Meta, which is why I switched to Meta. But you can honestly trade whatever stock you want to trade. There are so many options. You can look up stock tickers at Trade Sniper Spotters. You can go to the Wells site and see what the Wells are buying up. But there's plenty of stocks that move. I did one with Apple by mistake. It turned out well. QQQ, SPY, SPX, all these are great things to trade, but every now and again you just find a banger that's just doing exactly what you think it is going to do, and it becomes relatively predictable, like this week here, and then you take advantage of that, but always work slowly to put yourself in position to make these massive moves that I missed like this. I wish I would have caught this. This is a meteoric rise from $300 to $316. You're talking about a $16 move. So every dollar with Meta, which is cool, is once you hit that dollar for your strike price, it becomes $1. So, and then Meta moves in I think $2.50 per options. So it'll be like $1.20, and then it'll be like 70 cents, then it'll be like 30 cents. But then when it gets to your actual price, every dollar that you go above your strike price becomes $1. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. So now I got, like, say I had 10 contracts at $16 a piece. That's crazy bread, but of course that wasn't the case. I didn't get into this trade, and didn't get the wins. So put yourself in position to have those massive wins. Had I not blown the $1,000 account on this day, and instead played what I saw happening in the market, then I probably would have been up like $4,000 or $5,000 from where I got in. But instead I hopped in right here thinking that I was catching a downtrend. I wasn't. Caught a rocket instead, and that thing just shot up further and further and further. Excuse me. Okie dokie. So now we're back. What was that? So you want to look at like 100 of your trades instead of just one of your trades. Each trade is an individual trade over the course of 100 trades. You got to start looking at your trade like a business, and then use your 100 trades as a tool to tell you, like, hey, is my plan working? Is my strategy working? Or am I playing every situation exactly the same? Because you're going to have to learn how to be adjustable. But next tip, you need to learn how to take 100% responsibilities for your trading. This day here, I can be like, the FOMC had their information and it ran up on me, so that's why I lost the trade. No, I lost the trade because I moved my stop loss and I didn't get out when I should have got out. It says when I get to this line right here, get out. I didn't get out right there. I held thinking that it was going to turn my way. It didn't turn my way, and it ran up all day long. And then I was stupid enough to stay in that trade all day instead of selling it, taking my I think $97 loss at the time, and moving on. Then you get up here and I'm at like a $250, $300, $400 loss or whatever the case was, and I still had some money in the account or whatever, and I could have got out there. But then I go up here and I see this reversal, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is the time that it's going to reverse. And I'm guessing, I'm hoping, hope is not a strategy. It fires off of that, and then it goes up even further, and now I'm out my money completely. So you have to take responsibility. I was an idiot. I blew that account because I was an idiot. I blew the challenge because I was an idiot. Yes, I know I have more accounts, but no, I don't like losing money either way. It doesn't feel good to lose money. You know, it's discouraging. You want to think about the long term. I said it's chess, not checkers. You have to have a clear vision. So what you want to do is you want to write it down. You want to journal. You want to put it on a vision board, something that you can refer to daily as you grow day by day. And so that you don't end up the same way that you did. Honestly, when you think about it, it's the same thing you did when you were a child. Do you come out the womb knowing everything? No. Do you come out the womb knowing how to walk, how to talk? No. You have to learn gradually as time goes on, and as the year, months, days, and years pass, you become fluent at all these things. This is just like learning a language. In order to become fluent, you're gonna have to practice over and over and over again. You know, but you'll figure it all out. Choose discipline over motivation. This is massive. Watching these videos, you might get real motivated. You're like, oh, I'm gonna start the challenge. I can do this, I can do that. But realize that motivation is very, very temporary. Discipline is forever. Discipline is getting up at 5:55 in the morning and working out when you don't feel like working out, going for that run when you don't feel like running because your legs are still numb from leg day. Looking at these charts and figuring out what's going on with these charts, you know, or whatever the case is. That is where discipline comes in. Before I get to my next tip, I want to show you guys what I'm doing with the money that I'm leaving in the account instead of taking it out. I'm going to go ahead and go here. We're going to go to the internet for a second. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but it is what it is. So the reason that I'm not taking the money out of my account is because, like I said, Netflix and Tesla have options plays coming up, currently sitting at negative $1.64. So what I decided to do was have an options play. I wanted to take 100 of the $200 that I was going to withdraw from the account and instead play it in an options play. Small risk, possible large reward. Let's go ahead and go over here and see how it comes out. So when you click on that there, opens up the chart. Right now, this is a cost of $45 for the options here. I picked that it's going to go to $440 as my strike price, just because that was the only one that made it $45 or whatever the case is. So then I would just hold this through earnings, which is on Wednesday afternoon, and on Thursday morning I would sell no matter what it was doing, unless it's like severely running, then I would hold it until Friday. But it just depends on what Thursday looks like. But as you can see right here, I'm currently at negative 164. But quickly, if I go to like even $1 up from where we're at right now, that's 80 cents. $2, $3. So the more that we go up, so if we end up like $10 from where we're currently at, $45, I've already made my money back plus another $45. You know, then when you get up to that like 400 area, you start getting to the hundreds, you get to the 400 flat, you start to get like $500. Like, I'll take whatever the hell the market wants to give me come Thursday or whatever the case is. But I would love to get to this 440 strike price, which we hit before. Obviously, that's over $1,000. That'll be one of my biggest wins yet. And then, of course, if you get like crazy, stupid $480, $500, and you're up like almost $5,000, that would be like a miracle. The same thing goes for Tesla. When you click on Tesla, I picked Tesla to go down. Tesla's been kind of hemorrhaging money lately. Elon Musk has been preoccupied with a lot of different things. So if the market goes down from the 250 where we're currently sitting at, the buy and sells at 251 right now. We're kind of sitting exactly the same place. Nothing's changed. I think a lot of people are waiting for Tesla's earnings. But even if we push down to right here to just 239, 240, talking about $70, $100, 230 flat, $200, 220 flat, $500. So like it won't take much, and then $200 is my strike price. So once we $200, we're at like over $1,000. Obviously, if I can nail both of those would be amazing. You know, what I'm looking for the fall is just to this like 221 area from the 250. So like a $30 push down is what what my actual guess is. $200 would be like this low right here, which would be like amazing. We got back down there temporarily and then push back up, because that's you know, like I said, $1,000. So that is what I decided to do with my $100 that I am not taking. Was one of the $200 that I'm not taking out here, is to make a couple of earnings plays. And you know, that's something that you want to keep in mind. Like when earnings season comes along, hey, are there some stocks that I really want to play earnings in? Like Nvidia will be coming back up, and Target, and you know, some of the surefire big time movers based off of their earnings. and projected to go down is Tesla. I don't know what Netflix is going to do. Just the guess is that it could possibly go up because they have been making decent money. Plus, it's at a pretty good low right now for it to move up or down. No matter what, I'm only risking $45 and $43, so not even a whole $100. So I'm not too bummed out if it doesn't work out. And then in the meantime, until we get there, I'll just be building my account up through the week, which will bring you up to the next thing: choosing discipline over motivation. Again, choosing discipline. One thing for sure, two things for certain: the moon's gonna come up every night and the sun's gonna come up every morning. I don't care if there's clouds or overcast, it's going to happen every single day. You know, even though some days will be cloudier than others, but nevertheless, it's going to happen. You have to resist deviating from your trading plans. If you have a trading plan, you kind of want to stick to it. I know that some moves will like dictate, hey, you'll get excited, you'll get a win, and you immediately want to jump back in without looking for confluences and things like that on rather or not you should be hopping into the market. If you get a win, have some patience, look at the trade again, and then get back in. My next tip is I am my own accountability partner. You know, at the end of the day, no one's entering these trades with me. It's me versus myself versus the market, and the me versus myself is the more important part of that. You're just looking at a chart. You have to control your emotions. You're in control of your finances. You're in control of your emotions. This challenge is beautiful from the standpoint that it helps me every single day have a point where I'm like, all right, cool, I can just get out. Oh, that was amazing. This is an amazing trade. You know, I'm asking myself, what should I do? It shot up $4. Could it go up any higher? And I'm like, nah, dude, you're at the goal. Just get out. You smashed the goal. You have a great trade. $3 push, $1 push, $2 push, whatever the case is. That's a great trade. Get out. You know, it's about making the right decisions. If you make the wrong decisions, that's on you. If I make the right decision, that's on me as well. I should say me, not you. If I make the wrong decision, that's on me. If I make the right decision, that's on me as well. You know, it's about looking at it like a relationship, of course. If it's a positive relationship, then you can stay in it a little bit longer. If the relationship is showing really quickly that it's negative, you need to get out fast. There's no sense in staying there until your life is ruined, or your account in this case. If you see a pattern forming, get out quick. If it's a negative pattern and it's going against your trade, get out quick. You can get out before your stop loss even goes out. If you're just like, oh, it's just shooting down fast and I'm hemorrhaging money real fast, going to my stop loss, just get out. Learn to change and adapt. You have to be flexible when you play in this market, or it's going to eat you alive. Things change. Like just as quickly right here, you get this gap up and you think that it's going up further, and then it changes and the market shoots down. You have to shift your adaptability to be able to handle that. And then it's back up and you have that gap back up now. And then it's shifted right back down. So now we're following that same pattern. We gap back up here again. We may shift back down over time. You know, so you have to learn to adapt so that you can live. You know, there's no perfect strategy for every single market. At the end of the day, you're going to play different strategies. And I don't mean like the 2-1-2 or you know, the different strategies that are out there. I mean, how you approach the market will change with every single trade. Even if it's highly predictable, it's when you get in, it's where you get in, it's what you're playing, it's how much you're putting up. You know, treat your trading like a business is the last and most important thing. In business, you have good losses and bad losses. A good loss is what we call the cost of doing business. You know, you want to be in the green, you have to put in the work and put out a good product on a consistent basis. If you get a bad loss, that is trading without a stop loss, or, you know, just taking trading just to trade, then that's on you. You're a bad business person, you know, or it's on me in this case. I'm a bad business person. You know, I want to have the positive losses where it's a small loss. It's just the cost of doing business. You know, I read it wrong. I got in, I got out. I lost $20, $30, $50, $100, whatever the case is for my account size. It's just the cost of doing business. You know, avoid those bad losses like the plague. Avoid bad business. Never trade without a plan. You know, that's just bad business. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to show you. As you can see, we smashed the goal. That's super awesome. Can't wait for the next goal. I'm starting on today. Once the market opens in 6.5 hours, you know, like I said, keep the faith in yourself, be consistent, do this over and over and over again. I'm going to get out as many videos as I can. you know, and let's just all grow. Let's help each other. Let's learn as much as we can. Best of luck to you all, and I'm out.